cell phones. Courtesy. Probably should do the same here. Okay, well thank you very much. Alright, we're going to bring him out. He hosts, right now he's currently hosting Say It Loud Comedy at Laughs Unlimited downtown. He's a proud father of two. And we bring out Michael Calvin Jr.
Roseville, make some noise. What's up? All right, man. First of all, man, big round of applause to the American Eagles, Roseville, for hosting us, man. So big round of applause. Roseville Eagles area 1582. People helping people. I'm so glad that they decided to help me because I need help. Going through a whole lot right now, man. My oldest daughter just turned 15, and I realized I don't like her anymore. People in here know teenagers. Some of you guys look like, oh, I'm gonna call CPS. Whatever, that's cool. Going through a whole lot, man, because she's at that age where she's doing all kinds of things that get on my nerves, y'all. Like rolling her eyes, talking back. Last night she almost got grounded for breathing. See, y'all know the breath I'm talking about right there. Like, and I thought it was so awesome because like you meet other kids and you're kind of like, man, why can't my kid be like that? Like Paul's daughter was so sweet, so she was like, yes sir, no sir. I was like, oh my God, like you need to hang out with my daughter just for one day. Well, like man, like my daughter, like she even had the nerve to become a mature young lady on Daddy's weekend, which was some bullshit. Some of y'all got that instantly. So the rest of y'all are like, well, he said she's 15. Well, no, my oldest daughter had her first period with Daddy, which was some bullshit, because Daddy panicked and thought her vagina exploded, and it got awkward between the two of us. It was terrible. Because like the weekend it started off like every weekend does, man. I picked her up Friday. She had a soccer game Saturday, and on my way to the game, I'm like, if you score, like Daddy will try to be calm and be calm. And I lied because we get to the game. She scored a goal. I lost my mind. I was like, yeah, yeah, we're going to McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So after the game, we get to McDonald's and we get back to the house, and I'm in the kitchen, and she comes in the kitchen and she looks panicked. She comes in, she's in the kitchen, she's like, Dad, 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 Dad. And I'm like, what? And she's like, Daddy, I'm bleeding. And I'm like, where? And she's like, down there. And I panic because we're in the kitchen, and at the time, all I can see is duct tape and paper towels. Now, before you judge me, I buy Bounty. It's quilted. It's a quicker picture up. So I handed the duct tape and the paper towels, and I'm like, go. And I'm Googling vagina explosion, and I get so caught up in my search, I forget she's in the hallway with the duct tape and the paper towels, and she's like, for real, Dad? For real, Dad? Now at this point, I realized I'm not a genius, but I'm a great father. Because like any good father would, I looked her right in her face, and I was like, we're going back to your mama's house right now. This weekend is over, you ruined it. They're like, oh, I heard that. Just saying, I don't think that's something you go through with your dad, because any dad can tell you in the history of daddyism, it's never bled down there. It's just not how we roll. And like, I don't think I'm like a dad that's prepared for stuff like that, because my dad was like a man's man, and my dad would say stuff like, get over it. Which in today's world with kids, they would not understand that. That's like trying to talk to them without a cell phone. It just won't happen. Going through a whole lot, man. I have 2 kids now, and before I had my second daughter, I went through the whole, like, can you love your kids equal thing? Anybody that has more than one kid struggled with that before you had them. So I asked my grandfather, is it possible to love both of your kids equal? And no lie, my grandfather told me, you always love your kids the same, just who you're proud of changes. which I thought was awesome, but I kind of felt like he was telling me my mom wasn't his favorite kid, which is cool, but does that mean you don't like me by default? Because that's fucked up. Crazy. But like, don't get me wrong, like, I love both of my kids, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. But if I could only save like one kid, right? So like, oh, like, no, before you judge me, follow me. Like, it got real quiet in there. They're like, that's not funny. Relax. I'm just saying, I have 2 kids, and let's say that both of them were hanging off a ledge, right? And I could only save one kid. All I'm saying is one of those kids should have known not to be there in the first place. That's all I'm saying. What I love about that joke is the people that laugh first know they're the favorite kid in their family. they're like, my brother would die. The rest of y'all that didn't laugh, you know you're still hanging on the edge right now. You're like, man, I hate my sister. If you don't know where you fall on the scale, here's a quick test, or have your kids try this same test on you. Give them the same information I told you right now. Say, all right, it's you and your brother who was hanging off the edge. Who would I save first? I asked my mom, and like, this was my test. Was like, I asked her, it's me and my sister. Who's hanging off the edge? Who would you save first? If your parents or mom or dad have to ask for more information, you aren't the kid they would save, and they're trying to get out of the conversation. Like, my mom was like, well, who was there first? I was like, okay, I'm done with you. Going through a whole lot right now, man. I recently celebrated, well, actually today is 535 days without drinking alcohol, so big I celebrate every day by smoking weed because I believe in balance. I love that more people clap for me smoking weed than quitting drinking. That's awesome. See how we're getting down in Roseville right now? It's like, hey man, we didn't come here to hear you talk about getting your life together, man. It's not the comedy show we came for. But no, man, it's like, I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not here to talk about like, oh, like things are good. Things are actually bad. Like, my life is actually falling apart since I decided to quit drinking. I've lost friends. That was the first thing. And one of the more tragic things that's happened is my sex life is dying as we speak right now. Seriously, because like now that I quit drinking, I have this new thing called standards, which is some bullshit. There's nothing like standards getting in the way when you're trying to get something, that's all I'm saying. Like now I'm over-evaluating this whole conversation. Like, can she spell the word she used? That doesn't matter. All kind of things, man, I'm going through, man. Let's kind of address the elephant in the room because it might happen once or twice and I can see y'all might look confused. I stutter. So like, I want you guys, like, I don't want y'all to be confused. Some of y'all are like, man, either that was a strong drink or he's having problems with the S's. It's probably both. That's all I'm saying right now. But no, like, don't be ashamed of anything like that, man. I've been doing comedy my whole life. I've been able to like travel and meet new people. And one of the things I want you guys to all know is that stuttering by far is one of the most disrespected handicaps in the whole handicap association. If you don't believe me, look online. We don't get parking. I've never been offered an interpreter, which is bullshit. Like, I'm serious. Like, after age 8, I should have had like a midget that would follow me around in case when I couldn't talk. Like, if a joke got stuck up here and I was like, so I'm at the he could come out the back and say, corner. I'd be like, yes! It's my little step midget, a midget bro midge. Whatever. My tag team joke partner. All kinds of things going on, man. There's all kinds of things you can't do when you stutter, man. Like, one of the things I found out about myself is that I like to have sex. And when you stutter, you don't really talk while you fuck, because no one wants to be laughed at in a performance, is all I'm saying. And there's times when they can think the show's over and the show's just getting started, if you know what I'm saying. Like there's been times when shows have gone good, and I won't be too graphic, just afterwards everybody, hey, what's up? I was like, hey, what's up? And she was like, ooh, say something nasty, and I was like, I'm trying. I've been trying since we started, but I can't talk and do it at the same time. I can like talk real nasty and then go real hard. Multitasking. Crazy, man. A lot of other things that go on when you son other. Like at that point, like there are times where like I felt like I could have had the midget with me, where I've been in it, and I'd be like, ooh, take this, take this, and he would come out the back and be like, dick. I'd be like, yes. I'll be right there. What else is going through, man? Come to find out, in 2004 quarantine, man, I believe in telling the whole truth. Like, I don't hold back anymore. I told y'all I like to have sex. I've also found out one thing about myself is that, like, I'm not, like, I am a breast man. Like, I love breasts. Like, I love breasts. Most men like butts. I like breasts. And one thing I've come to find out about me is that I love breasts of all sizes. Like, I'm not picky or anything like that. It's just to me, small breasts are like when you buy a scratcher and you win another scratcher. It's just it's kind of like, oh, another one. What I love about that joke is it's divided some of you ladies and how you feel about my jokes right now. So you're like, he's not funny. Some of you are like, he's hilarious. Oh, Roseville, I'm so glad y'all came out to support this live comedy show, man. I got a bunch of comics that came out here to bless y'all with some good comedy. So, man, if you give the energy to them, they'll give it back to you, man. So, coming to the stage right now is a good friend of mine all the way from San Francisco, California. I want y'all to start clapping your hands right now. Start clapping your hands right now for my man, Mr. Sean.